woman, she always drives me crazy. But I love her more than biscuits and gravy. I love her more than biscuits and gravy.
Let's get this comparison started. Welcome back to Fish on Friday, your old new production. So we're doing gravy today. Canned gravy versus homemade gravy. I've got my gravy made. You see the pictures of it in the video. I've opened the can of sausage gravy. It's Libby. I followed the instructions. Wow, I never followed instructions. Wasn't much to it. Just put it in and cover it and microwave it. I videoed the back of the can, told what it was in it. I was going to read it off to you. Shoot, Trey, no way. Half them words I don't even know. The other half I can't pronounce. So, it did have pork. It had caramel. I think that was for the color, baby. It looks good. I've had this before. My wife got this for convenience. We've had this can for over 2 years since I got home from the hospital. And I was walking about 3 foot and setting back down. And this can here, it's got a shelf. I looked at the bottom of it this morning. It's good till like 27. So it's got a long shelf life. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing that if you if you don't know how to make gravy, and I've got several videos on how to make gravy, even my teenager boy next door made gravy. It turned out great. Just watch some of my videos. I'm not going to show the whole thing this morning, just little clips of me getting this ready. And this is sausage gravy, of course. So I wanted to do a head-to-head comparison of the canned gravy to my homemade gravy. Is it better? Is it worth it? Right off the bat, I know what's in mine. Mine's got a sausage, flour, canned milk, water. What else? Oh, I put a little bacon. The sausage didn't have a lot of grease in it, so I put a little bacon up to make up for it. And so anyway, let's get this comparison done. There it is, Libby sausage gravy out of a can on the left. My homemade old dude gravy on the right. It's got something out of a can. It's got canned milk to make it with. So I cooked it longer. It's darker. You don't have to cook it as long as I did. So they would be comparable in color. The color's not a deal breaker on either one unless you want your sausage really, really dark. And it changes the texture a little bit, also changes the flavor. So let's get to tasting this, see if there's a difference. You can see them all laid out. Country sausage gravy by Libby. It's a ConAgra owned company, which they own half the farms in the country to get wheat and corn and everything else, pork. And so let's try the two. I'm going to start off with ConAgra's Libby Country Gravy. I didn't put any seasoning in either gravy. I think it's probably seasoned enough. I remember it's been a while since I've had this ConAgra, or I should say, it's been a while since I've had this Libby Country Gravy by ConAgra. Let's get a bite of this. It's good. I think I have not tasted mine yet, but I think there's going to be a difference in the salt. It seems a little saltier. I don't eat a lot of salt anymore, so I try to stay away from that since I'm a heart patient. I do use some pink salt, so but it's good. It's got a great texture to it. It's got a good flavor. Maybe a little bit of maybe a touch of sage in the flavor in there. It would be better if there was some black pepper on it, and this is going to be my breakfast. We'll just mix the two together. So let's get a bite of the old dude special here. Same size bite. Let's go for it. Old dude special. Is there a difference? Shoot, yeah, there's a difference. The homemade gravy tastes totally different. It's good. Both are good. Don't get me wrong. And that canned gravy, if you don't make gravy and you never made sausage gravy, buy that. And then experiment on how to make. Watch one of my videos and learn how to make real gravy. They're both good. But that homemade gravy that I made, the homemade sausage gravy, it just ain't no comparison. Except they're both sausage gravies. And they're both good. But I have to tell you, the old dude's is better. And that's no pepper on it, no anything. So let's put a little pepper on both of them. I love a lot of pepper on my gravy. See if that makes a difference. It's good. Definitely has a sage flavor. A lot of people think of country sausage as having sage in it, which is fine. Some people don't like sage though. Right off the bat, my conclusion is that homemade sausage gravy is better. You can taste the sausage in it. You can taste the difference between the sausage and the gravy. Two different items together. The canned gravy, sausage and gravy taste identical, just a texture difference. So I'm sure it's in the manufacturing, but there's no separation. There's no separation of the two in the canned sausage and gravy. There is on mine. So you be the judge what you want. For years I would cook. I was the gravy king on campouts and at home. And I remember one time my uncle Johnny and my cousin John, we were, and my dad and my uncles, we were all down at Glen Rose, Texas deer hunting one year in the winter. We'd never been on this place before, and yeah, I don't know, I can't remember how we found it, but anyway, we were all there camping in the back of pickups that had a camper on it. And my cousin Ted was there, and his dad Bob. I'll put some pictures of everybody up here on the screen as I roll through this. You can put a name to a face. Anyway, my cousin Ted and I, we both were bow hunters. I'm talking from the age of about 10 or 12 years old. And we had been shooting bullfrogs. You know, you've heard of gigging bullfrogs, and my uncle Bob used to do that, my dad did. But we took it to the next level. We took our stick and string, our bow and arrow, and we would shoot those bullfrogs. You know, you could only get so close, and you'd see them getting ready to move. And, so we would have these hunts in the summertime at night and get all these bullfrog legs. And then in the winter, Mother would fry them up, and oh my gosh, they were so great. And we took, on that camp out, they must have got 2 or 3 pounds of frog legs. And they fried them up that night, the night before, maybe with some potatoes. I don't remember. We were having frog legs and probably French fries or something. So the next morning, you got that old skillet sitting in, and this is on top of a fire. No generators, you know, no propane stoves. This is on fire cooking, the real deal camp-out stuff. And I think they put a lid on that container and had all those frog legs in it. And it was a little bit of grease and a lot of frog legs in it. And I don't remember who said, "Hey, let's have frog leg gravy for breakfast." So they heated it up just like I did. You seen in the video. Put the flour in. I'm sure they put salt and pepper, and I probably used canned milk. I don't remember, because you know it travels easy. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. And we made a big old pot of frog leg gravy with scrambled eggs on the side. Oh my God, that was great. It's still stuck in my memory. I'm 72, or I'm close to 72, so that would have been 60-something years ago. I still remember that morning. And we were just about through eating. And like the ranch foreman, or I don't know who he was, he came up. It wasn't his land, but he had something to do with it. He drove up, and I think he had been into the Old Crow or some kind of whiskey. At least he acted like it. This was early. And because we'd already been to hunt and came back, it was probably 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And he was telling us what would go good, but we didn't have biscuits, so we must have had toast or some bread. What would go good? There were some beehives out in the pasture up on this hill. He said, I remember him saying, "Boys, y'all just go up there. It's cold, and bees won't bother you. And pull that hive out and scrape you some of that honey and the comb off in your plate, and come back and have it on your breakfast. That'd be good." As he's wobbling back to the pickup, driving off out to the pasture, and said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, they won't bother you." Yeah, right. Well, he was right. They did not bother us because we didn't go up there to try to distill honey out of beehives. We enjoyed our frog leg gravy, I think just on some bread with our eggs and great memories of great gravy remember. Great gravy memories. So y'all try this gravy. You can get it at Walmart. A lot of stores have it. It's just canned Libby sausage gravy. It's pretty good. Now you will, if you make it, you'll find out yours is better. But is there a lot of difference? Just a little difference in the taste. And I know what I have in mind. And that stuff that's in the can, I don't know because I can't pronounce all that stuff. So thanks for coming back for a Fish on Friday. Stay with me every Friday. I'll probably try to do a product review or some type of review like that. I did one on Zote soap the other day, using it for fish bait and cleaning. People were really interested in that. So you never know what I'm going to test out. Never know what I'm going to test out on a Friday, and I have for you to check out with me. If you have any suggestions of stuff like that, send me a note. Hey, what do you want me to check? What is the product that you'd like to see me review? I can't guarantee that I can get it. I had a lady send me some samples of some different types of sardines that were sent through Amazon. She sent them to me. She didn't want her name used. I'm good with that. I think the shipping, well, I think she had Prime, it showed, so there was no shipping cost. So they were $1 or something a can, and I'm going to review those on the channel at some point. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Leave me a comment. Do you like this type of videos? The comparison videos. I watch several channels that people do comparison of motor oils and cars and motors and food and all kinds of stuff like that. That's right up my alley. And my alley is going to have some sausage gravy and biscuits. Thanks for being here. The old dude is out to eat breakfast.
When we fight, I always surrender. When we said I do, I knew it was forever. Together till we're pushing up daisies. I love her more than biscuits and gravy. Pushing up daisies. I love her more than biscuits and gravy.